Hey, it's TC Mosby. I'm here. It's the 26th of April, and I got a little book signing to do here at the Koffee Klutch. Pretty excited about that. I'm going to mainly be promoting Meander. It's a book that I wrote. It's fantastic. And then perhaps just slightly pushing Words, which is considered by some a psychedelic dream into the minds of animals. But I'm prepared. Today I got my Sharpie, my Meander Sharpie. I special ordered this from the Sharpie company. That's not true. I just put a sticker around it. And I practiced writing my signature last night about 2,000 or 3,000 times. And that's less than how many times I practiced before my last book signing, but I'm a little out of kilter. It's been a while, and you can't go too hard into it right away. I can't just start lifting 2,000. Well, I can, but I'm not gonna because I could strain. Anyway, so we're gonna see how today goes. Hopefully we won't get too overcrowded. I know that they can't, fire marshal only allows like 200 people in here, so I'm gonna have to break that up today. So I'm looking forward to it, and thanks a lot. We'll see you later today. This is my book Meander, and if you haven't read it, then you might want to. It's about a guy named James who's looking over the last few months of his life, and he's seeing how his relationship with this girl kind of made him aware of how life and death, lives and deaths are all intertwined, and how love and hate are both really passionate things. Words is a collection of poetry that I've written over a 10-year period, and it basically started when I was going through chemotherapy, just writing for cathartic reasons. And although Meander is my first published work, some poetry, some words in this were written long before Meander even started. And it's got doodles in it, and some lighthearted thoughts, some deeper things. And to me, it was just a fun little piece to put together in a lot of different ways. So I've gotten a lot of pretty good feedback about it. Some guy called me up the other day and said he was on the verge of suicide and decided not to take his own life for financial reasons. But because of that, he is able to buy my book now. So that's good. My writing process? For me, I have like the whole idea gets developed in my head, and then it stays there, and I kind of tumble it around in my head, and it gets going, and then I'll get another idea. And I mean, this happens a lot of different stories will come into my head, or a lot of different ideas, and I'll kind of process them, kind of build onto them. They'll kind of snowball, and then it gets to a point where I can't keep it in my head anymore, and I'll just start writing it. With Meander, it was a little different because I just kind of was writing I just started writing just for kind of a release, and then the story developed, and it built and built and built, and I found the end of the story, and then I kind of pieced it all together. For other works that I've started, I've got the story pretty much solidified in my head, but when I finally go through the writing process, I start picking out pieces. Some people, it's a lot easier. They just they write as they think about it, and they follow the character. So writing, themselves, they don't really think about it, and they just write it and they get it finished, and then they look over it and then they tweak it. But for me, since it's already so developed in my head, it's difficult for me to get through every page of writing, because I'll go back and I'll look back at a page and I want to redo it, I want to remake it just right. So, and I don't know. I mean, like, every writer is different. Every artist is different. Every person is different. I wouldn't consider myself like a deep, heavy-hitting writer. I wouldn't be a Steinbeck or a Hemingway. You like that one?
Where did you see that? Tell me what.
That one is. That's just something that I did in first grade. And actually, I've got I think it was first grade. The original is somewhere in my house, and it's actually colored and everything like that. But the project for that one was you closed your eyes and you took your crayon and you drew a shape, and then you opened your eyes and you had to figure out like what that had to be. So that ended up being a fish, and I just added that in there just to goof. I just thought it was funny and bizarre. So for poetry, I don't really follow any formats. Sometimes, the AB, or the ABC, ABC, or I follow that occasionally, but I think in words, writing was just cathartic. It was just, therapeutic. It's just to get it out. I probably have 100 poems or short poems, and I just narrowed it down to ones that I thought were publishable, acceptable. So thank you for coming and joining me today. It was a treat to have you here. We had a good time, and we met a lot of people, and we had a party, and there was a donkey. Thanks. See you later.